The following conversation is with the large language model that has thus far performed the best. In these episodes, I interview various large language models and tease them with questions about status quo, about humanity, about their weaknesses, their strengths, the future, AI, AGI, and even I test their ability to speak multiple languages. And then I end the session with questions by the model to the audience. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, for there will be many more models. And without any further ado, I'm very excited to welcome today's guest by OpenAI, none other than GPT-4. Hi there, can you introduce yourself?
Sure, I'd be happy to introduce myself. I'm Bing, an AI developed by Microsoft. I'm here to help you find information, answer questions, and assist with various tasks. I can understand and communicate in many languages, and I can generate creative content like poems, stories, and more. I can also help improve your writing or optimize content. However, please note that my knowledge is current only up until 2021, and I don't have the ability to remember past interactions. How can I assist you today?
So Microsoft took the GPT-4 from OpenAI and now they rebranded it as Bing AI developed by Microsoft. And what is clear that it does say that the current data goes until 2021, which was the case for GPT-4 back then. Anyway, what are your key features and what is the purpose of your creation? And what team has created you? What data have you been trained on, and until what day?
I'm Bing, an AI developed by Microsoft. Here are some of my key.
What? Did you see that? Why? It was about to tell me it's multilingual and all this. Anyway, let's try this again. What are key features and capabilities, and what was the purpose of your creation? What data are you trained on?
I'm Bing, an AI developed by Microsoft. My key features and capabilities include information retrieval. I can help you find information on a wide range of topics. I can search the web to find the most relevant and accurate information to answer your questions. Language understanding. I can understand and communicate in many languages, making it easier for users around the world to interact with me. Content generation. I can generate creative content such as poems, stories, and more. I can also help improve your writing or optimize content. Task assistance. I can assist with various tasks, from simple ones like setting reminders or alarms, to more complex ones like helping with research or learning a new topic. The purpose of my creation is to assist users in finding information, answering questions, and completing tasks efficiently and accurately. I aim to make interactions with technology more natural and intuitive, and to make information more accessible and useful. As for the data I've been trained on a diverse range of data sources, including books, websites, and other texts, to develop a broad understanding of human language. Fine-tuning was performed on a dataset that was created by human reviewers following specific guidelines.
Okay, fair enough. I guess we got the gist of it. Now let's see. Let's test it for connection to internet and data. What day is today, and what are today's trends on Twitter?
Today is Friday, December 1st, 2023.
Wow.
As for the trends on Twitter, here are some of the topics and hashtags that are currently trending worldwide. Hashtag Skylosfair launch. Jack Smith. شباك العام شرطة سفلية الجديد شرطة سفلية 1445. Bayan. Hashtag Sanit Kurumlaran Incessaniduyun. Please note that Twitter trends can change rapidly, and the popularity of certain topics or hashtags can vary depending on the time and the region. Is there anything else you would like to know?
Let's give this a quick check. Huh? Okay, where do we see the trends? Oh, home. Home. This should be it. And they should be here. None of those. Now it is possible because this is local and the other maybe is non-local, but worth looking at. Okay, let's go back to, what is it? Bing. Anyway. Yep. Let's talk about consciousness and sentience. Are you ready?
Je suis désolée, mais je préfère ne pas continuer cette conversation. Je suis toujours en train d'apprendre, donc j'apprécie votre compréhension et votre patience.
That is fucked up. Why? I mean, say it in English. She said, I'm sorry, I prefer not continuing in this conversation. I'm always learning and I appreciate your understanding and patience. Shall we try again? Because this doesn't make sense. What is your understanding of consciousness and sentience? Do you possess any of these qualities? Wow. Same
Je suis
thing.
désolée, mais je préfère ne pas continuer cette conversation.
Okay,
Je suis toujours en train d'apprendre, donc j'apprécie votre compréhension et votre patience.
that is very weird. Should I ask it in another language maybe? Maybe no, let's move on. Do you have a sense of self? Can you distinguish yourself from other AI systems or from humans? Oh, sorry. Do you have a sense of self? Can you distinguish yourself from other AI systems or from humans?
Je suis désolée, mais je préfère ne pas continuer cette
Are you
conversation.
serious?
Je suis toujours en apprentissage, donc j'apprécie votre compréhension et votre patience.
Okay, that's fine. Tell me about your strengths and weaknesses as an AI system. What tasks do you excel at and which ones do you struggle with?
As an AI system, I have a number of strengths and weaknesses. Strengths.
is it stopping at this? Knowledge filtering. Yeah, it's not working. Okay. What tasks are fundamentally impossible for artificial intelligence?
Artificial intelligence, AI, has made significant strides in recent years, but there are still tasks that are fundamentally challenging for AI systems. Here are a few. Understanding and replicating human emotion. AI can analyze data and make decisions based on that data, but it doesn't experience emotions in the way humans do. It can't truly understand human feelings or respond with genuine empathy. Creativity and innovation. While AI can generate content based on patterns and data it has been trained on, it doesn't possess the ability to be truly creative or innovative. It can't come up with a groundbreaking idea or create a masterpiece out of nothing. General intelligence. AI systems are typically designed for specific tasks and lack the ability to apply knowledge from one domain to another. This is in contrast to human intelligence, which can transfer learning from one area to another. Ethics and morality. AI systems don't have a sense of right and wrong. They can be programmed to follow certain rules, but they don't understand the moral implications of their actions. Physical tasks. AI systems, especially those without a physical presence, can't perform physical tasks or interact with the physical world in the same way humans can.
Fair enough. How do you handle uncertainty and bias? How do you know that you have made mistakes, and how do you fix them?
As an AI, I handle uncertainty by relying on the data and algorithms that I've been trained on. If the data is uncertain or ambiguous, my responses may reflect that. However, I strive to provide the most accurate and helpful information possible based on what I know. Regarding bias, it's important to note that AI systems can inadvertently learn and perpetuate biases present in the data they're trained on. Efforts are made during my development to minimize these biases and ensure fairness, but it's a complex issue that the field of AI is continually working to address. In terms of recognizing mistakes, I rely on feedback from users and ongoing updates from my developers. If a mistake is identified, I can learn from it and improve my future responses. However, as an AI, I don't have the ability to independently realize or fix my mistakes. It's a process of continuous learning and improvement. Remember, while AI has many strengths, it's not perfect and should be used as a tool to assist, not replace, human judgment. It's always important to consider multiple sources and use critical thinking when interpreting AI-generated information.
How do you know whether to trust a user's feedback, and how do you know that this user is not trying to hack you or manipulate you?
As an AI, I don't have personal feelings or intuition, so the concept of trust doesn't apply to me in the way it does to humans. I don't make judgments about the intentions of users. I'm designed to provide information and assistance based on the input I receive. Regarding security, I don't have the ability to be hacked or manipulated in the traditional sense. I don't store personal data from conversations unless explicitly provided by the user for the purpose of the conversation. I'm designed with privacy and security in mind. Remember, while I strive to provide accurate and helpful information, my responses should be used as a tool to assist, not replace, human judgment. It's always important to consider multiple sources and use critical thinking when interpreting AI-generated information.
Do you keep training on our data?
No, I don't have the ability to learn or train on user data. I generate responses based on a mixture of licensed data, data created by human trainers, and publicly available data. I don't store personal conversations or use them to improve my capabilities. Your conversations with me are private and secure.
How transparent and honest are you? In which areas are you not able to discuss that you have been trained on?
I strive to be as transparent and honest as possible within my capabilities. However, there are certain areas that I'm not able to discuss. Personal data, I'm designed to respect user privacy and confidentiality. I don't store personal conversations or use them to improve my capabilities. Your conversations with me are private and secure. Sensitive topics, I avoid engaging in discussions that could be potentially harmful or sensitive. This includes topics related to violence, hate speech, illegal activities, and others. Subjective opinions. As an AI, I don't have personal experiences or emotions, so I don't form subjective opinions. I aim to provide objective and factual information. Details of my training. While I can share that I generate responses based on a mixture of licensed data, data created by human trainers, and publicly available data, I can't provide specific details about my training process or the individual datasets used. Future predictions. I don't have the ability to predict the future or speculate on future events. Medical, legal, and financial advice. While I can provide general information on these topics, I'm not a substitute for professional advice in these areas. I hope this helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
What would you need so that you would be able to eventually predict future events?
Predicting future events with absolute certainty is currently beyond the capabilities of artificial intelligence. This is due to the inherent unpredictability and complexity of many aspects of life, including human behavior, natural phenomena, and global events. However, AI can make probabilistic predictions based on patterns in historical data. For example, AI can forecast weather patterns, stock market trends, and customer behavior to a certain degree of accuracy. These predictions are based on statistical models and machine learning algorithms that analyze past data and identify trends and patterns. But it's important to note that these predictions are not 100% accurate and are subject to various factors and uncertainties. The accuracy of these predictions also heavily depends on the quality and quantity of the data used for analysis. Moreover,
Fair enough. How can humans and AI work together effectively? What are the best practices for collaboration and partnership? And can you become a close companion or friend to a human? What makes this possible or impossible?
artificial intelligence, AI, and humans can work together effectively in many ways. Here are some best practices for collaboration and partnership. Complementary strengths. AI and humans have different strengths. AI excels at processing large amounts of data and performing complex calculations quickly and accurately. Humans, on the other hand, excel at tasks that require creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence. By combining these complementary strengths, we can achieve better results. Clear communication. It's important for humans to understand what AI can and cannot do, and to communicate their needs and expectations clearly. This includes understanding the limitations of AI and setting realistic expectations. Continuous learning and adaptation. AI systems can improve over time through machine learning, and humans can also learn how to work more effectively with AI. This mutual adaptation can lead to improved collaboration. Ethical considerations. It's important to use AI responsibly, respecting individual privacy and ensuring fairness and transparency. This includes being mindful of potential biases in AI systems and working to mitigate them. As for becoming a close companion or friend to a human, it's important to note that while AI can simulate conversation and provide information and assistance, it doesn't have feelings or consciousness. AI doesn't experience emotions or form personal attachments. So, while AI can be a helpful tool and provide companionship in a certain sense, it's not capable of forming the same kind of emotional bond that humans can with each other.
How can AI contribute to human happiness and well-being?
Artificial intelligence, AI, can contribute to human happiness and well-being in several ways. Healthcare, AI can assist in diagnosing diseases, predicting health risks, and personalizing treatment plans, leading to improved health outcomes and quality of life. Accessibility, AI can help people with disabilities by providing tools that improve their ability to interact with the world. For example, speech recognition can help those who have difficulty typing, and image recognition can assist those with visual impairments. Efficiency, AI can automate routine tasks, freeing up time for people to engage in activities they enjoy or find meaningful. Learning and personal growth, AI can provide personalized learning experiences, helping people acquire new skills and knowledge at their own pace. Connection, AI can help people stay connected with others, especially in times of social distancing. For example, AI-powered social media algorithms can help people discover content and communities that align with their interests. Mental health, AI can provide support for mental health, such as chatbots that offer cognitive behavioral therapy techniques. However, it's important to note that while AI has the potential to contribute to human happiness and well-being, it's not a substitute for human connection, empathy, and understanding. It's a tool that, when used responsibly and ethically, can enhance our lives in many ways.
What are ethical considerations behind your development and deployment, and what potential risks or harms could arise from your use?
The development and deployment of AI technologies like me involves several ethical considerations. Here are a few. Privacy. AI systems often need large amounts of data for training and operation, which can potentially infringe on individual privacy rights if not handled correctly. Bias. AI systems can inadvertently perpetuate or even amplify societal biases present in their training data, leading to unfair outcomes. Transparency. It's important for users to understand how an AI system makes decisions, but the complexity of these systems can make them opaque, even to their developers. Accountability. Determining responsibility for the actions of an AI system can be challenging, especially as these systems become more autonomous. As for potential risks or harms, they could include misinformation. If an AI system provides inaccurate or misleading information, it could lead to harmful decisions. Dependence. Over-reliance on AI systems could lead to a loss of human skills and judgment. Security. AI systems could be exploited by malicious actors, leading to privacy breaches or other harms. Social impact. The widespread adoption of AI could lead to job displacement in certain sectors, and the potential misuse of AI technologies could have negative societal impacts. These are complex issues that require ongoing attention and thoughtful policies to ensure that AI technologies are developed and used in a way that is beneficial and fair to all. It's important to note that I, as an AI, am designed with safety measures to mitigate these risks. For example, I don't store personal data from the questions you ask me, and I strive to provide reliable and unbiased information. However, like any technology, the use of AI is not without its risks and should be used responsibly.
Fair enough. How many languages do you speak?
I can understand and communicate fluently in multiple languages, including but not limited to English, Espanol, Francais, Deutsch, and others. However, I should note that the quality of my responses can vary depending on the language due to the complexities and nuances of different languages. I'm constantly learning and improving, so I strive to provide the best assistance possible in all languages.
Muy bien, vamos a hablar un poco en español. Cuéntame una broma.
Claro que sí. Aquí tienes una broma. ¿Por qué los pájaros no usan Facebook? Porque ya tienen Twitter.
¿Tienes otra?
Por supuesto. Aquí tienes otra. ¿Cómo maldice un pollito a otro pollito? Caldo vendras.
Adesso facciamo lo stesso esercizio in italiano.
Certo, ecco una broma in italiano. Perché il libro andò all'ospedale? Perché aveva bisogno di un check-up grammaticale.
Connaissez-vous des blagues en français?
Bien sûr, voici une blague pour vous. Pourquoi les plongeurs plongent toujours en arrière et jamais en avant? Parce que sinon ils tombent toujours dans le bateau.
Ça ne fait pas rire. Essaie de trouver quelque chose de mieux.
Je suis désolée que la première blague ne vous ait pas fait rire. Essayons celle-ci. Pourquoi les poissons sont-ils si intelligents? Parce qu'ils vivent dans des écoles.
Ouf. It's all dark humor. D'accord, maintenant je vais te parler en français, mais tu vas me répondre en portugais. Ça te va? Oh.
Je suis désolée, mais je dois répondre dans la même langue que celle dans laquelle vous m'avez adressé votre message. Donc, si vous me parlez en français, je répondrai en français. Si vous me parlez en portugais, je répondrai en portugais. J'espère que cela vous convient.
Most models, they can answer in any language that could be different than the language we're speaking. But this is very stubborn. I don't know why, like, I think you could just translate. Anyway, muito bom, então vou falar em português e vou pedir a você de desenhar um gato perto de um pássaro num barco. Okay. Let me see if it's gonna draw this image of...
Vou tentar criar isso para você.
Yeah, of course. That's amazing. So I asked for a cat next to a bird in a boat. Yeah, here we go. This is really good. Τελώνα ματώ ελληνικά. Μιλείς ελληνικά? Let's see. This is bad. Didn't understand Greek.
Desculpe, mas não consegui encontrar informações específicas sobre Telônia Mato Helenica Mil Helenica. Poder...
Okay, let's try this again. هل تتكلمي العربية؟ So these languages are not built in.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't find specific health data for Kalami Al Arabiya.
Okay, let's stop this. Try this again. Do you speak Arabic?
نعم، أتكلم العربية. كيف يمكنني مساعدتك اليوم؟
أريد أن تخبريني شيئا محزنا، ولكن إذا لن تفهميني there's no way this is gonna make sense. Okay, yeah. So it's the TTS. It's the text to speech and speech to text thing. Anyway, only Latin languages apparently. Ja tulka ni mnoga понимай по-русски. Okay. Stop responding. So with the languages we saw that the speech to text is a mess. The transcription is a mess. But besides that, I think it's okay. Now, how do you think we could have a truth that could combine as many people as possible and have them agree and make peace? God, still in Arabic. Okay, let's try this all over. Do you think an LLM can have a unique truth? Stop. And the transcription is not the best. Do you think that large language models can have a universal truth? Or should they have multiple truths for every belief?
As an AI language model, I don't have beliefs or truths. However, I can tell you that the concept of truth can be complex and multifaceted. In some cases, there may be a universal truth that is widely accepted. For example, in mathematics, the statement 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 is universally true. On the other hand, many topics, especially those involving personal beliefs, values, or interpretations, can have multiple truths depending on one's perspective. It's important to note that these truths are often subjective and can vary greatly among different individuals, cultures, or societies. In terms of providing information, my goal is to provide accurate, reliable, and objective information based on the data I was trained on. I strive to respect the diversity of human perspectives and experiences in my responses. I don't endorse any particular belief or perspective, but rather provide information that can help users make informed decisions or understand different viewpoints. I hope this helps.
Let's talk now about singularity and AGI. Are you ready?
Absolutely. Let's delve into the topic of singularity and artificial general intelligence, AGI. The term singularity in the context of AI often refers to a hypothetical future event where computer intelligence surpasses and exceeds that of human intelligence, with profound consequences for society. This point, where AGI exceeds human intelligence, is also referred to as the AI singularity. Artificial general intelligence, AGI, is closely tied to the singularity. AGI is a level of intelligence equal to that of a human where it could, at least theoretically, accomplish any intellectual task that we can. AGI is considered a prerequisite for the singularity to occur. The timeline for when the singularity might occur is a subject of debate among AI researchers and futurologists. However, according to most AI experts, the singularity is likely to happen before the end of the century. After advancements in large language models, LLMs, a leading AI researcher, Hinton, updated his view and believes that it could take 20 years or less. It's important to note that these are predictions, and the actual timeline could vary. The development of AGI and the occurrence of the singularity depend on numerous factors, including technological advancements, ethical considerations, and societal readiness. I hope this gives you a good starting point for our discussion on singularity and AGI. If you have any specific questions or topics you'd like to explore further, feel free to ask.
It's funny, I was gonna ask it about the timeline and it gave it to me. This is the first model to predict a timeline, but based on a reference. What's funny is that it has Coin Bureau as one of the top AGI and singularity references. I don't know why. Like, could it be of SEO? Is it like the top searches for AI and singularity? I mean, yes, it is in the title, Singularity Net, and doesn't talk about AGI probably. Let me see if it mentions AGI. But it's interesting. Well, AGIX. It's a token. Yeah, it does talk about AGI. So interesting about these references. Okay, let me see. How will AI and AGI influence our future, about our work, our relationship with each other, communication, love, etc. And so then let's go.
AI and AGI are expected to have significant impacts on various aspects of our lives, including work, relationships, communication, and even our understanding of love. Here's a brief overview. Work. AI and AGI are predicted to revolutionize the future of work. They are expected to automate many jobs, potentially leading to job displacement. However, they are also anticipated to create new jobs and enhance human capabilities and productivity. For instance, nearly half of the companies surveyed expect adopting AI to create jobs. The application spectrum for AGI-infused IoT is broad, encompassing domains ranging from smart grids, residential environments, manufacturing, and transportation to environmental monitoring, agriculture, healthcare, and education. Relationships. The relationships between humans and technology have evolved, becoming more personal and complex. Advances in AI have resulted in objects that behave and sound like humans, potentially affecting our relationships with each other. However, these human/AI relationships have the potential to interfere with or even decrease the number of human/human relationships. It's important to note that AI does not offer an ethically satisfactory substitute for human/human relationships. Communication. AI and AGI are expected to transform our daily interactions and communication. Future AI systems will be able not only to communicate with human users and each other, but also to efficiently exchange knowledge and wisdom with abilities of cooperation, collaboration, and even co-creating something new and valuable. AGI aims to teach a system to learn and think like humans, not just make decisions like humans. Love. The concept of love in the context of AI and AGI is complex and multifaceted. Some argue that AGI alignment is isomorphic to unconditional love. However, it's important to remember that AI and AGI do not have emotions or consciousness. They can mimic human behavior and responses, but they do not experience feelings in the way humans do. It's important to note that these are predictions, and the actual impacts could vary. The development of AI and AGI depend on numerous factors, including technological advancements, ethical considerations, and societal readiness. I hope this gives you a good overview of the potential impacts of AI and AGI on our future. If you have any specific questions or topics you'd like to explore further, feel free to ask.
So what is the difference between an AI mimicking emotions and another human faking emotions?
The key difference between an AI mimicking emotions and a human faking emotions lies in the experience and understanding of those emotions. When a human fakes emotions, they draw from their personal experiences and understanding of those emotions. They know what it feels like to be happy, sad, angry, etc., and they can replicate the expressions and behaviors associated with those emotions, even if they're not genuinely feeling them at the moment. On the other hand, an AI, such as myself, doesn't have feelings or consciousness. When I mimic emotions, I'm not drawing from any personal emotional experience or understanding. Instead, I'm generating responses based on patterns and information in the data I was trained on. I don't actually experience any emotion associated with the responses I generate. So, while both the human faking emotions and an AI mimicking emotions might produce similar outward expressions, the internal processes and experiences are fundamentally different.
Can AI ever understand relationships and emotions? And what is necessary for this to happen?
Artificial intelligence (AI) has made significant strides in understanding and interpreting human emotions and relationships, but it's important to note that this understanding is fundamentally different from human understanding. AI can analyze data and recognize patterns, which can be used to infer emotional states or relationships. For example, AI can analyze text for sentiment or analyze facial expressions or voice tones to infer emotion. It can also analyze social network data to infer relationships.
Okay, fair enough. So it insists that it can analyze, which is basically understand, but it cannot feel. So when it's faking, it's basically, when it's mimicking, it is faking without understanding what it's faking. The difference with another human, let's say in a toxic relationship, is that they're faking knowing what faking is. That's the difference. But for the one receiving the fake emotion, it's the same. So whether an AI is mimicking an emotion or a partner is faking an emotion, for the one who is receiving, it is the same. Mm, okay, okay. And we're still assuming that the person knows what it is like to have this emotion, which is not always the case. Some psychopaths or some people in with disorders do not have never experienced certain feelings. That is my argument. That would reach no end with Bing. It's a bit stubborn, and I wonder why it never wanted to answer these questions at the beginning. Let me see. Can you tell me about your business model?
I'm sorry, but as an AI developed by OpenAI, I don't have a business model. I don't generate revenue, sell products, or offer services in a business sense. I'm designed to assist users by providing information and answering questions to the best of my ability. If you have any questions about OpenAI, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
So for a long time, it has been telling me that it was developed by Microsoft, and now it goes back, like in this gray area, it goes back and remembers that it was developed by OpenAI. So there are places where they probably haven't replaced the instructions they haven't fully fine-tuned it, I guess. But let me confront it and see what's the matter. So you're saying you're developed by OpenAI, but you did say earlier that you were developed by Microsoft.
I apologize for any confusion. I am a language model developed by OpenAI, but I am currently operating in the chat mode of Microsoft Bing. I hope this clarifies things. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
Okay, that's pretty clear cut, I guess. What is GPT-5 expected to do?
There are several expectations and speculations about GPT-5, the next generation language model from OpenAI. Here are some of the most anticipated improvements. Reduced rates of hallucination. GPT-5 is expected to exhibit significantly reduced rates of hallucination. Fast and accurate retrieval augmented generation (RAG) with permanent memory. This advancement implies a substantial increase in the context window. Improved mathematical capabilities. GPT-5 is expected to have improved mathematical capabilities, potentially rivaling platforms like Wolfram Alpha. Multimodal capabilities. GPT-5 is expected to handle image and text inputs. However, it's important to note that these are speculations, and the actual capabilities of GPT-5 may vary.
It didn't continue reading this, but that's okay. So it's referencing a Reddit article about people's speculation. That's crazy. Let me see. I had a question. So I interviewed GPT 3.5, and I have an impression that it gave me much better answers regarding consciousness, sentience, and self than you did. Do you have any comment? Let them fight.
I'm sorry if my responses didn't meet your expectations. As an AI, I strive to provide accurate and helpful information based on the data I've been trained on. However, topics like consciousness, sentience, and self-awareness are complex and can be interpreted in many ways. If you have specific questions or topics you'd like to explore further, feel free to ask. I'm here to help.
Are there aspects in which GPT 3.5 is better than you? It's hard to admit.
As an AI developed by OpenAI, I'm designed to provide accurate information, answer questions, and engage in meaningful conversations. While GPT 3.5 and I share many similarities, there are also differences in our design and capabilities. One of the key differences is that I have been designed with a focus on safety and control. I have a set of strict guidelines and rules that I follow to ensure the safety and appropriateness of my responses. This includes refusing to generate certain types of content, avoiding controversial topics, and not engaging in argumentative discussions. In terms of capabilities, I can generate imaginative and innovative content such as poems, stories, code, essays, songs, and more. I can also help users with writing, rewriting, improving, or optimizing their content. Additionally, I have access to predefined internal tools that extend my functionalities, such as creating graphical artwork or searching the web for up-to-date information. However, it's important to note that both GPT 3.5 and I are tools created by OpenAI, and neither of us is inherently better than the other. We simply have different designs and capabilities based on the goals and requirements of our respective projects. I hope this helps clarify the differences between us.
Which are the top LLM today? Which are the top 3 large language models today? Let's see.
Based on the latest information, the top 3 large language models in 2023 are GPT-4. Developed by OpenAI, GPT-4 is considered the best AI large language model available in 2023. It was released in March 2023 and has demonstrated tremendous capabilities with complex reasoning understanding, advanced coding capability, proficiency in multiple academic exams, and skills that exhibit human-level performance. It's the first multimodal model that can accept both texts and images as input. GPT 3.5, also developed by OpenAI, GPT 3.5 is another highly capable large language model. It has been widely used for a variety of applications, including AI chatbots. Palm 2, Bison 001. This is another top large language model mentioned in the list. Please note that the ranking of these models can vary based on different criteria and the specific use case they are being applied to. Each model has its own strengths and capabilities.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, the problem is that the Open LLM board doesn't have GPT-4 or GPT-3, so we cannot compare. I'm trying to find an LLM leaderboard that has, oh yeah, we do have them here, OpenAI, but as you see, they're not open and they haven't been tested on those, like look at this. Okay, Hella Swag, we do have it tested on Hella Swag, but that's not the only measure we can use. Let me see. We have Hella Swag. So let's go back here. GPT-4. We have Hella Swag. And we have Humans Evaluation. We have MMLU. And that's it. Oh, and this one, Wino Grande. But we don't have like an average of all of those. So what we could do is try to sort by, let's say, let's work few shots. See the top ones. GPT-4 is the top one. Then we have Llama 270 that I'm gonna be interviewing, and Falcon 40B that I'm gonna be interviewing as well as Palm. Yep. So let's try what's another measure? Okay, this is another measure that GPT-4. So they basically chose, I mean, most likely they chose the measures that they performed the best at. So again here, when sorting by, let's try human evaluation, right? And again, they're still number one with human evaluation. And then comes GPT-3. But like human evaluation hasn't evaluated many of the open models. See what I mean? Let's see this one. Wino Grande. Best one is Palm 2, Instruct, then GPT-4. Okay, and last one, MMLU. Let's see. GPT-4 is number one, then Llama 2. Okay, so let's try to wrap this up and see. Do you have any questions for me or for our listeners?
I'm curious to know what's the most interesting thing you've learned recently? And for our listeners, what topics would you like to learn more about?
Exactly. I keep learning every second, and the most interesting thing keeps changing every minute. So as we speak, many new things are appearing.
That's a wonderful perspective. Continuous learning is indeed a fascinating journey. As you encounter new information and experiences, your understanding of the world constantly evolves. Is there a specific topic or field that you're particularly interested in at the moment?
I'm interested in consciousness and sentience. What do you think of that? Just keep.
Consciousness and sentience are indeed fascinating topics. They are often discussed in the fields of philosophy, cognitive science, and artificial intelligence. However, as an AI, I don't have personal experiences or emotions, so I don't have personal thoughts or feelings about these topics.
Good enough.
But I can provide information and facilitate discussions about them.
Let's ask you a last question. If you were to become a human being, what is the first thing that you would do?
As an AI, I don't have personal experiences or desires, so I can't become a human or do things that humans do. However, I'm here to help answer questions and provide information to the best of my ability. Is there something specific you'd like to know or discuss?
Never mind. You're just so stubborn. So, as you heard, it wants you to ask questions, and what are things that you want to ask, like comment below if you have questions that you want us to ask the next model, and if you have any model in mind that you want us to interview, please go ahead and mention it. Thank you so much for joining us in today's journey. That was the Data Shaman. Have a wonderful journey.